Hello, it's the Duty Paid here, and today I'm taking a look at Amp, Watts and Circuit. It's a new puzzle game, only released on Friday, the 17th of February, and it involves three characters. You got your Amp, you got your Watts and Circuit. And it's a point-click puzzle game where you have to use each of the three to tread on pressure pads to open doors, to release traps, and to get all three from point A to point B. Without further ado, let's have a look at this. So let's start this. Basically, the three guys are in an office and they win a competition to go on holiday. Now, all they need to do is escape the office and they're free to go. Now there's 50 levels in this game, played over 4 zones. So I'm just playing the demo at the moment, which has 9 levels, and they start off relatively easy, as all puzzle games do, just teaching you the basics. But after the 9th level, it gets trickier, and that's for sure. Okay, let's go. Click to start. Okay, so we have the 9 levels in the demo. I will put all the links in the description, and you can check it out yourself. Let's start on the first level. Okay. First, the game is played. Select a robot by pressing one of the buttons at the bottom of the screen. Click on the place that you want him to move to. Try to get all 3 robots to the right goal. Okay. And then, to open doors, block in your path, select any robot. Move him so that he stands on the switch. The door will stay open while the robot is on the switch. Okay, so the 3 main ones are Amp, Watts and Circuit. We have a timer as well, so Amp is one of the fastest, so let's get him to stand on the switch. Then we can move Circuit, who's sort of lumps along a little bit. And then we can also move Watts. Let them get through. Over here, let's get Watts to stand on the switch so Amp can then get through. So Amp, who's a bit whizzy, he goes whizzy 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 through there, and Watts can stand on there. Level complete. 2 bolts. Probably a bit fast to get the 3 bolts. Okay, so what now? This is a plug. It does nothing for Amp. It doesn't do anything for Watts either, but Circuit can power them up to make new platforms. Okay, so let's see Circuit. Let's plug him in. Okay, so he started these platforms going, which will allow the other 2s to move across. So let's move Amp first and open the door, and then we can move Watt over to his corresponding place. And then once he's free of the traps, we can then move Circuit around to the goal. And once he's through the door, we can move Amp to his corresponding spot. Aha, level complete. 2 bolts. The bolts are 1 to 3. Okay, next level. Circuit fell in love for the first time in the break room. No one had the heart to tell him that it was a vending machine. Poor old thing. Okay, so those 2, are they marooned? Okay, let's move Circuit over to the red one. And let's move Amp over to the yellow one. Then we can move Watts. I need to change place with Circuit for a moment. So let him get past. There we go, then I can move Circuit to his spot. I can move Amp around quickly, and I can move Watts safely to his little home square, his little vacuum tube by the looks of it. 3 bolts on that one. Ready. Of course it didn't end. Of course it all ended in disaster. Oh, poor thing. Fall in love with a vending machine. Okay, so what should we do on here? Let's move Circuit here. And what does that do? That opens the doors. Okay. Watts, let's move you to the red one. and that's released for traps. Now circuit can move freely across and plug himself in along the bounces. Aha, now amp, let's see, amp to here. Oh, I see. Now we need to get these doors open in some fashion. So circuit, you will have to go back here, my friend. And let's get amp ready. Okay, let's move you across there. Circuit, you can come all the way around now. Might as well take him home. He serves no other purpose. And Watts, now the traps are clear, we can move you home. A long way toddle. And amp, you can run in quickly. Aha, I just need to swap these over. And next level done. Okay. So the level's getting a bit more complicated now, taking a bit more thinking. I've played this a few times, but still have to remember what I need to do. So I've just plugged in circuit, and that will allow amp to stand on the platform. And let's move Watts over. And actually we can move amp back at the same time. And we can move circuit over to his main base. And once he's clear, we should be able to move Watts home. Ah, great. Another level done. Okay, amp family history. Of course, he's got a Papa amp and a Mama amp, and that gave birth to Little amp. Or you could say Millie amp. Okay, so we've got a couple of routes here we can go. We can plug circuit in here, but that's currently blocked. Let's start off with Watts and get him to stand on the red trigger. And now circuit, get him onto the yellow, and amp can move round over here. So what would I need to do? Let's get you in there. And oh no, I've got to choose circuit. All looking well now. So this was a bit of a red herring over here, or a faster way to do it. And move you back to your space. Oh, need to change spaces again, getting colours mixed up again. That's one thing, maybe a slightly different colour between the purple and the pink. Maybe even a green would help. Okay, let's see, circuit. Okay, he can't go anywhere to the left, and he's a bit marooned here. And amp is moved. So let's see what does Mr. Watson do. Okay, now circuit should be able to move to the master switch and turn both of them across. And he will be able to rescue his two good friends. So let's get Watts moving. Let's get amps moving. Oh, disaster. Still was on. Let's get amps moving. And circuits moving. This game's currently out for $5.99, which is very good value for 40 levels. Watch out for these black tiles. Although they won't cause robots any harm, you can't make robots stop on them. Okay. So let's see. Circuit is marooned and Watts is marooned. So let's start move amp. What shall we do? He can move over here to open, but he won't be able to get out the door. So let's move him over to the yellow first. And circuit over to the main switch. Plug himself in. Okay, so let's open the gates. And move back to amp. Get him to stand on the reds. Now, okay, Watts, you're up. I want you to go over there, but I need to change back to amp quick. Just wait for him to run across the gap and back over. And that will free him, allow him out, and back to the switch. Are we all happy? Ah, what have I done wrong? Oh, I see. Amp's back on there. Circuits has to go back through the door. I can move amp at the same time. Only one bolt. Made a mistake. Okay, these dark purple tiles are only one use only. So you stand on them and then they will go. Okay. So let me see. You're a bit more. Are you marooned over there, circuit? I'm not sure. Let's move you over. Plug you in. It's always a good start. Let's see when that opens up. Oh, those tiles are disappearing. Okay. So what? I think your time up now. Let's move you on over here. Ooh. Didn't think you were gonna get past there. Okay. Amp. I don't think you have any real use this time. Let's move you home, my friend. And circuit. Let's move you home while we're going's good. Oh, why did you go that way? I think, my friend, you did not good there. It's always best maybe to guide them more than letting them think for themselves. So, okay, back to here. So, what's over to the... he walks dangerously close to that gap. I'm not that happy about that. And amp, let's move you over here. Okay. Now, circuit, move you here first. Ah, and that's better. Much better. Now, as long as you don't do anything crazy, should get you home. And what's... you can go home as well. Okay, level complete. So, and that's the 9 levels of a demo. As I say, there's 50 challenging puzzles in total, over 4 varied locations. And for $5.99, it's definitely worth checking out, or definitely check out the demo. It's from a publisher who's fairly new. They're only a one-person publisher, so always good to support independent game producers. And probably definitely worth keeping an eye on. Okay, until next time, that's a duty paid. Take care.